I've said that there's 3 P's of manhood, right? I've said that multiple times on multiple different shows, and that there's 3 things that every man must bring to the table with a woman. We had an interesting episode with Wes Watson the other day.
Yeah, that was great.
Anybody see that, by the way?
I did, yeah.
This guy's
awesome.
a fucking
monster.
Gangster monster in the literal sense. He was in prison for 10 years. He's turned his life around, tatted up, California, and we're having
Miami too.
Yeah, he's living in Miami, and he's made a ton of money since he's gotten out of prison. Okay, and he starts explaining, and he's like, "Listen, I make a ton of fucking money.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do what the fuck I say?"
He's so aggressive.
So what he's saying. Like, why don't this chick just listen to what I have to say? I protect her, I provide for her. Why doesn't she just listen to me? And I go, Wes, I too used to have the exact same problem as you did. I too used to make a ton of money, and I too used to, not in that aggressive of a tone, but used to say, I do all these things for you, baby. Would you just shut the up? And what I realized is no matter what you do, no matter how much you give, women are not built, in all due respect, to shut the fuck up. You guys are meant to communicate and express and be emotional and want to be seen and be heard and feel validated. That's women, yes? Like, instinctively, you're all like, yeah, I like anything.
Yeah, for sure.
So here's my point. I told Wes, I go, you got 2 out of the 3 on lock. You're a protector. You're a badass dude. Ain't nobody messing with you. You're making millions of dollars. You're a provider. But the 3rd P is that you need to be present for your woman. And this is something that I struggled with. Like when I went through a breakup, I had to go read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. You know, a woman, like if Brady was like, hey Adam, like here's my problem, I'm having this thing, I'd be like, yeah, just call him up, do what you gotta do, tell him what you're gonna do. And he's like, yo, thanks bro, we good.
Yep.
But if Amy came to me and she's like, I have this problem with work, she doesn't want me to solve her problem. She just wants me to be like, oh, I'm sorry you're dealing with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It must be tough. I understand. Do you need a hug? And we're built different, yes?
Well, with work, I actually probably really value your advice, but on anything else, I would say
exactly.
so.
But the point is this. The 3 P's of manhood that I just tried to describe out there, protector, provider, and being present for your woman. Yeah. A lot of men, especially alpha masculine men, if they're making money, the first 2 come very naturally. Dude, ain't nobody messing with my girl. I got this. Like, I got you. You're in my world. You're in my orbit. You're my girl. I got you. Boom. Hey, you know, men are built, you know, I always say this, that men are built to have dependence. Men make money to go acquire dependence. All right, I got money. Now no, get me a girl. Let me get me some kids. Let me go raise this family. I'm looking for dependence. Whereas women make money and they're looking for independence. I don't need no man. I don't want to rely on no man. I don't need to take care of it. I got my own thing. So men are built different. But women are, you know, this 3rd P. So here's my question to the ladies on the panel. If you can kind of rank the 3 things you're looking for in a man in descending order: protector, provider, or being present for you, how would you rank them? Do you understand the question? Protector is like, he's got you. You're good. You're safe. You're secure. Provider, he's got leadership, financial leadership. He's taking care of you. Being present, you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel validated. I'd love to know what the hierarchy of needs for a woman. Okay? So let's start with Natalie.
I think the order that
Thanks, guys.
I think the order that you listed them in, actually: protector, provider, and then being present. I personally like to feel very secure with the man I'm with and protected. So for me, that would be number 1. That takes the cake.
Okay, and number 2 is the financial component?
Correct, yes. And then...
So lowest on your list is feeling seen and heard and validated and a man hearing your opinions. So I might as well just hook you up with Wes Watson.
Yeah.
Show a picture of him, Deli.
He's so aggressive.
I think I saw that surface around Instagram after you guys did that podcast. So I think I know what he looks like, but I'll give him a search later and let you know.
Nice. Well, there he is right there.
Look at him, dude.
So
the guy does bicep curls when he sleeps.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Deli, you're allowed to punch in, homie.
My God.
Maybe he's listening.
Okay, so
Hi,
Wes, we're going to hook you up with
Wes.
Natalie. Well, what's funny is I told him that he needs to steer clear of all the typical girls he's been dating. The strippers, the OnlyFans, the girls with tattoos everywhere, and find himself a nice little girl. So maybe we might just made a love connection right here.
You never know.
Okay, Pixie, how about you? Protector, provider, or the present man?
Present, provider, and then protector last.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going after more of the emotional beta guy.
Well, I don't really think it's beta. To me, I see it as like emotional maturity. Like, I'm an adult, you're an adult. If I feel like a guy has trouble expressing his emotions, obviously, like, I want to help him, I want to be there for him, I want to open that connection. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not your mother. I'm an adult, you're an adult, and we should work on how we each feel and the emotions we go through together, right? It shouldn't have to be like an hour or a million hours of me like trying to get it out from you. Sometimes guys need space to process their emotions, so do I. That's like a human thing. But I just don't want to constantly feel to be in a relationship where it's like, he's not telling me anything he's thinking about. He's just locked.
Make note, all right, now? So who's doing what? Amy, go ahead.
This is kind of difficult because I've had the presence. That's been probably most of my relationships. And, you know,
because these guys are kind of simpish?
No, it's not that, but it's just that, you know, for me, I haven't really dated guys who are much older than me. And because I experienced a lot of financial success pretty early on in my life, it's like dating guys my own age that are either at my level or kind of below, you know? And I've realized now coming out of that relationship, I was lacking the ability to be able to go to him. And even in my other relationships and be like, babe, I'm dealing with this, like, can you help me solve this problem? I feel like I was always the one doing that for the guys that I was in a relationship with. Even like, how should I send this text message? How should I structure, like, I want to be the one to be able to go to my man for that, you know? So I'd say probably agree with you. Protect, provide, and then presence.
Interesting. So you guys are looking for the exact opposite guy that Pixie's looking for. All right, so if you run into a very emotional, in touch with his feelings type of guy, refer that over. If you find a Wes Watson type, hook them up.
Do you find guys that cry weak is a sign of weakness?
If straight away, absolutely.
First
yeah,
date, he's
for
just
sure.
crying his eyes out?
I mean, yeah.
That's
no,
actually a great question by Brady.
want-
What do you mean straight away? What kind of guy's crying straight away?
But I mean,
I'm so glad to meet you.
it's very different, right?
What?
If you're in a relationship with somebody for 4 years, 3 years, a couple of years even, and they go through a really rough time in their life, and you're able to be there for them, that can strengthen the relationship.
100%.
But if they're just like, I don't know, emotional and bitchy or like,
what if you go to a movie and he starts crying at
yeah,
the
I don't want
movie?
them to be more bitchier than me, basically,
Right.
at the end of the day, or
Makes
more
sense.
emotional than me.
Have you run into that?
Not with guys that I've been in a full-blown relationship with.
Gotcha. How many of you ladies have run into guys who are super emotional, crying? Yeah? That's something you've run into? You've run into that as well?
But how soon was it he was crying?
No,
Was it after sex or?
Let me clarify. I did not talk to these men. I did not engage with these men. I just visually know who they are.
Hold on, so what do you mean?
Wait, what?
Like people I grew up with or from my small upstate New York town. I know that type.
Why
but I
would they
wouldn't
cry?
They're just...
Sensitive business.
A little too present. What about you
A little
girls?
too
You
present,
said
a little
you've
too
run into a
emotional.
lot of emotional men? Who raised their hand over there?
Rissa.
Maria? Mrs.
Rissa did.
Muffins? No, not
Rissa.
you? Okay. Yeah, Rissa?
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
They just don't know how to control their emotions. They haven't gained the emotional maturity to be able to control themselves. Like, for instance, if we're out to lunch and you tip badly, like $3 on 30, and if I say something, this was like an experience I had, and then I say, hey, you know, you own a business. Why are you tipping like this? You know, you don't even know what this girl's going through. She could literally be providing for her whole family with this one job. And then you get bitchy with me and complain and start saying, throw a fucking temper tantrum. No, I'm sorry. Get out of my face.
Is that how you approached them the first time? Like, what'd you say? Why'd you leave, like, such a poor tip?
I mean, that's not how I said it.
Okay, gotcha.
I came at it very nicely,
All
you
right.
know. No, I wasn't like, you know, straight ahead about it.
Why did you leave a better tip? She might be feeding her
No, not
family.
like
It's
that.
like, whoa, fucking, now she didn't get shit.
No, not like that.
Okay. Zena, so protector, provider, man being present. You just said that you've dealt with men who are crying, a little too emotional. I feel like you would stab a guy if he, acted the wrong way. What's your hierarchy of needs?
That did happen. So I guess I would say provider, present, and then protector, because clearly I don't need a guy to protect me.
Really?
So that's like low on.
So provider is the money.
Yes.
Present, he's there for you emotionally.
Yes, I've
And
dealt with.
you're the type of girl who thinks that she don't need no man.
No, it's not that. It's okay.
To protect her
I've dated
vibes.
on the like the balance beam. I've dated very here and I've dated here. No
extremes of
emotional
both.
attachment,
Yeah.
but could be a provider, and I guess a protector. And then I also dated extremely fucking emotional, could not be a provider or a protector. So like I'm trying to find my balance there. Like if something, I typically stay out of situations where I need to be protected, but at the end of the day, like if there was an apocalypse, like I'm shooting a gun too. So
Do you find it hard to find that balance nowadays for finding with a guy? Do you find it like?
I think I found that balance.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm actually pretty happy right now. Like
That's the guy she's
someone
kind of in a
who-
relationship now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.